right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, it's no secret that Washington Wizards guard Russell Westbrook is well on his way to averaging a triple-double for the fourth time in the last 5 NBA seasons. But it's all about the tear that Westbrook has been on lately. Now, the Wizards have won 13 out of their last 16 contests, and for the month of April, Westbrook averaged 21.1 points per game, along with 13.3 rebounds and 12 assists. The Wizards are now in the 10th spot in the East, and they are on the verge of overtaking the Indiana Pacers for 9th, following the Wizards' victory at home over Indiana last night. And in that contest, Westbrook had 14 points to go along with 24 assists and 21 rebounds. Now, you look at the connection on the court that Westbrook and guard Bradley Beal have had. The Wizards are finally healthy this season, as of course Beal missed some time, as did Westbrook, and they were playing without each other. They played with each other for a few games, but now they are back together, and you see that cohesion right there. Now, I know that a lot of people, are definitely not going to feel that Westbrook is going to be a guy that you build a championship team around. We've seen that, in recent years with OKC and then also with Houston, as his teams were typically one and done in the postseason. But you look at what you're seeing right now from this Wizards club, and the thing is that you have to ask yourself is, how dangerous can Washington be in the postseason? Now, I'll tell you like this. Washington is going to be a very tough out, because in that play-in formula and that format, anything can happen. And you don't know how you're going to catch somebody on one or two given nights. And, Westbrook could get hot. Bradley Beal can get hot. And you know what? They can really propel the Wizards into the 16 seed playoff. And then, of course, they could do some damage there, because I'm looking at it like this. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that the Wizards have to take on the Brooklyn Nets in that first round. They are going to give the Brooklyn Nets more problems than they can really actually think about. And I say it from the standpoint like this. We all know that there's really no love lost between Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They could say whatever they want to publicly, but you could see it. And on top of that, Westbrook always tends to go out of his way to put on a show whenever he is facing KD. With that said, the Brooklyn Nets are not a team that we have really fallen in love with at the defensive end of the court. What Brooklyn does is primarily with their scoring. And in the postseason, you got to be able to stop somebody. So will Brooklyn focus like a lot of teams in recent years that have faced Westbrook in the playoffs have done, which is basically let Russ do his thing and slow down everybody else? Easier said than done this time around, because you have Brad Beal. I'm not saying that the Wizards are going to go out there and beat the Nets, but I'm telling you right now, it would be definitely a very tough series for the Nets should these two clubs meet in the first round. Lately, what you're seeing from Westbrook, you're seeing Westbrook play to his strengths. Westbrook has never been a consistent perimeter shooter throughout his NBA career. It's all about getting to the basket more for us right now, doing his thing in transition, and of course cleaning up on the boards and getting his teammates involved. So I look at it right now, the Wizards are going into the Eastern Conference playoffs are going to be the ultimate enigma, because you don't know what you're going to get. And I think that is a microcosm of Westbrook's NBA career. You never know what you're going to get from this guy on a nightly basis. But one thing that you do know is Westbrook is going to give you 110% and then some. His style is never going to be confused with being a championship player, because Westbrook, at the end of the day, and not to sound like an oxymoron, he for the most part, he doesn't make the guys around him better. I've always said Russell Westbrook is, he's kind of, in a mix, because he's not a point guard and he's not a shooting guard. But you know what? He is very athletic, and he goes out there and makes it happen on a nightly basis. You really have to respect the passion that Westbrook plays with. You see him and you know that he loves the game of basketball, and he tries to go out there and do his thing every single night, and you definitely have to respect a player like that, and you have to respect what he is currently doing right now. I'm not sure how far Westbrook can take the Wizards with the way that he's playing, but if you are the Washington Wizards organization, you definitely want to sit back and just ride this wave of momentum that Russell Westbrook is rolling with right now. He has made the Wizards, he's put them back into being a playoff contender. And I'll tell you like this, he is definitely going to add another level of excitement to the postseason because, like I said, depending on that first round matchup that the Wizards have, should they get out of the play-in tournament, they could be a very potential tough out for the Brooklyn Nets. And they're going to be a problem for whoever they have to face in that play-in tournament as well, because you look at it, the Pacers are not playing good. The Celtics have been up and down. If the Miami Heat are in that tournament, they've been up and down as well. So you never know what you're going to get. So I'll tell you right now, you got to buckle up if you're going to face the Wizards and Westbrook, because he's definitely going to make you have to earn it. And I'll tell you right now, he is definitely worth the price of admission and then some. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There is also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.